And we are back.
For more fighting game goodness.
Let's go kill some Yamcha clones.
Oh boy.
And then go for Android 20 Wern.
Yep.
So we had a little comment from Tarkham, one of our subscribers, was talking about how fancy mangas are in France.
Yeah.
Evidently,
I love the French.
Evidently, you guys get like book covers and stuff onto some of your mangas. That sounds pretty rad.
That does sound rad.
I don't have too many mangas. I have like the Fooly Cooly one.
Oh shit! Look at Gotenks' health. Shit.
Yeah, you're pretty low, man. It's recovering though. Well, it was recovering.
Not anymore. Bye, kiddo.
I had the Cowboy Bebop one, stuff like that. But they're all pretty simple. Just covers like paperback, you know. I think they were like $8 each or some shit, $9 each, something like that.
Yeah.
They're none of the special edition like covers and stuff for normal manga editions. But it sounded pretty nice the way you described it. It sounded like the way I could see it is, you know how .hack Sign and .hack Infection and .hack, all the video games, I think they were
That was such
games.
a good series.
Yeah, it was
Except
fun.
for the fact when you couldn't fucking beat the third one if you fucked up one little thing, like the freaking water temple.
I never even fucking played the fourth one. I played all the way up from first to third, never bought the fourth one. So they're sitting inside my room, there's 3 of them, but that fourth part of the image, that final image, because like in mangas on the covers,
yeah,
when you're looking at the spines of the games, they create an image from like 1, 2, 3, and 4 together. I have 1, 2, and 3, and just like nothing else in the fourth slot. I was like, this piece of art is never gonna be finished. This sucks. There you go, that's how you kill him. You just kill him from far away.
But yeah, I bought a bit of manga. I got into manga a lot when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Bought a bunch of Naruto volumes.
It makes sense because you're an artist and you're trying to like study stuff like that. So it's like, for one, it's entertaining. 2, it's getting a different aspect to things that you enjoy. And then like, finally it's like, holy shit, I get to see how different expressions go. And like, I assume some of their stuff is minimalistic so they can, you know, try and get out all those images on one little page,
right,
and have a good flow to it.
There were many days where I would just look at Naruto manga and especially Trigun and just try and draw their characters. Just try and learn the best I can how they draw anatomy, how they draw character designs.
Yeah, well, back in high school, you know, I mean, that's good. You get to see different strokes.
Well, I didn't really know it at the time, but that is a bit like the exact way that the old Renaissance masters learned how to paint as well.
Yeah,
they would do the same thing. They would just replicate. They believe mimesis, I believe it was mimesis, was one of the best ways to learn how to draw, was to practice what people did before, try and copy it to the best of your abilities, and through that, eventually you will develop your own style. You will culminate enough of information.
You learn the basics by doing forgery, essentially. Not really forgery, but like
imitations.
Yeah. You create imitations of it. Yeah. It makes sense. You know, I didn't get it right away, but I think it was like Drunk History or something had a piece on like that, where it was just like, well, we don't have no. It was Adam Explains Everything.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or Adam Explains It All, or not Clarissa explains it all, or whatever the fuck that Adam ruins everything.
Yeah.
It was on that. He's like, oh, even the master is copied. And I was like, oh, really?
Yeah, there's this weird perception that not so much just tracing, but copying is a bad thing outside of profit. Copying for profit is where it's bad. That's what I tell my students. I don't mind if you trace something. You can actually learn a lot from tracing something, but only in supplement. You still have to be able to do it without it.
Yeah,
but
it's as a practice
technique. Yeah, like sometimes when I was practicing in college, I would look at old Milk Call drawings, or which is a Disney animator from the 9 Old Men, which were very famous animators, from Snow White all the way till 101 Dalmatians, for instance.
Yeah.
And just drawing over their stuff really helped me get an idea for how their form is and how they draw anatomy.
I was about to say, and how different things are shaped, right?
Yes.
Like where a mouth should end on a face, or how wide it should be compared to the eyes.
Because you can draw
how up or down the nose should be in relation to the ears, or things like that. I get that. If you don't have a basis to go off of in your self-learning on your own, it's kind of like, well, how the fuck do I start figuring? Like, there's no real basis for what you get to go off of, but being able to trace and stuff, it seems like it's a good starting point.
It's a good balance, and it's almost a tool of last resort, or a tool specifically for just learning a couple of basics, just trying to get in the mind of an artist.
Yeah.
For instance, if I'm trying to learn the technique of a certain artist, say I'm going to try and draw like Sean Galloway or Bill Watterson, I will look at their stuff, I will draw their stuff, but I also draw over their stuff to get a feel for them, because it's the best way I can try and get into the mind of them as an artist.
I can see that. Do some basic level tracing before you're like, okay, cool. Here's how I'm going to emulate their style in this upcoming piece. I got a chance to test it on these little traces type of stuff. I get that. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's a technique that I do tell my students, hey, if you trace a little, that's okay. But there are moments where I'll say, no, you're not going to trace this, because you only learn so much information from that.
Yeah, well, it's a good basis, but
but yeah, I would spend hours just looking at manga. I would read them first, and then I would try and draw pages from them. I would just look at different characters and drawings and try and emulate that. I'd bring them to school. I would draw them there. It was a whole big shebang. I never had a lot of Dragon Ball manga, though. I only had one volume because I was just watching the anime.
Those big ass fucking. I don't think now that they changed, you don't get to see them. But I was gonna say those big ass like plant things in the background, the little pods that they look like you could step on, the little flat surfaces. God damn it, they're like right over here. Those freak me out.
Lily pads?
Yeah, the giant lily pads. They freak me out. I don't like them. It reminds me too much of Venus flytraps.
Oh, you're the one who wanted to buy those.
I know, because we had a ton of flies. Yeah, and they're also not huge. Look at how big those motherfuckers are.
That's fair. I think lily pads are awesome, though.
Yeah. Big plants freak me out. Big leaves and shit. They feel fleshy, man. Like, I don't like it. It's got a weird aspect to it. I'm like, ugh.
See the veins and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know.
I love how they just appeared. I don't think they were in the scene in the shop before.
Yeah, they weren't. I didn't see him. And then he just motions to him. He's like, hey, Whis.
I would think the Kais are tired of their world being a battleground. It's supposed to be a holy place, and Goku just keeps bringing Majin Buu and other demons to it to like fight.
I think they're using it as like an ex machina place to be like, hey, we can do things here safe. And then the Kais are like, well, I guess we have to. The writers are telling us we should.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing.
Shit. How did she get there with instant transmission if she's never been here?
So she's just like Cell. I believe she can mimic and copy other people's powers. So because
Goku came here, she was
because Goku did it in front of her, she was able to mimic it, and also Cell knew it, and she absorbed Cell. So Cell knows how to do it as well.
I didn't know Cell was able to instant transmission.
He knew how to instant transmission after Goku took him to King Kai's planet, and he exploded. And then after that explosion, he absorbed some of Goku's spell abilities, whatever.
His key abilities and shit like that.
Yeah, his little key abilities.
Why is Beerus not doing anything? Isn't he fully strong enough to be able to do it?
Beerus is a god of destruction. He doesn't really care what happens. He's not a good guy, but he's not a bad guy either. So the Kais are kind of creators, and like the Supreme Kai and the Elder Kai, they create planets, they create life.
Isn't it for balance though?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's for balance. So
Isn't 21 kind of imbalancing things? Is what I'm getting at. Like I get kind of like they're the scales of justice, essentially, where they have to balance things out, and they have to. But if something is absolutely destroying everything, it's like, maybe we should return some balance here,
Well,
guys.
in the grand scheme of things, one planet to a god of destruction is nothing.
That makes sense. Okay.
And
that clears it up, yeah.
Yeah, it's only one planet. What does he care? There's millions of planets in the cosmos.
So why is he hanging out on this planet all of a sudden for so much? Because he wants Goku to be something?
So, in the Battle of the Gods movie, he has a dream, a premonition that a Super Saiyan God will be born and be his final rival, someone that will actually challenge his strength. Beerus. Give Beerus a good fight. Give him something other than complete and utter boredom. So eventually Goku does unlock the Super Saiyan God power, but he's still a weakling compared to Beerus. But Beerus sees promise in him, so he lets the Earth be spared, hoping that Goku will one day be strong enough to give him a fight with his maximum power.
Okay. Because I remember he was like, I'm going to destroy the planet if you don't do this.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell is going on?
He's very much... Did she say in my belly?
Yeah. She wants to eat everybody. It's an android's heaven.
He's very much a Toriyama character. I started watching Super. I got to episode 40 before the dub ended, which is disappointing because I don't really want to keep watching the sub because I like dubs because I don't have to always pay exact attention. It's nice for something while I'm working on illustrations.
Makes sense.
Or playing an MMO.
Yeah.
Or even just playing this game.
Or Monster Hunter World, which just came out, and we're enjoying the shit out of that.
Okay, but you need to get in there.
Yeah, she's level 35. This is gonna be a little difficult. Plus, she's regaining a ton of health, too.
Fuck.
So, good luck with that, buddy. You're gonna have to. This was gonna be a hard one. They have to have you come back onto, like, because we haven't played for a little bit.
Come on, Goku, get
Sam hasn't been able to. Well, you did say you were practicing this a little bit last night. You're doing a little playing on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned some basics, but I still wouldn't say I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's meant to be a challenge, right? Do we know if there's like an easy mode or a hard mode of the story mode, or is it just gonna be basic, like? Oh, shit. Although it doesn't look like you're doing too bad. Fuck.
Woo! Right in the face.
Because I don't remember it saying, like, do you want to do easy mode or hard mode?
No,
or, like,
I believe that it just starts increasing in difficulty as it goes. But I did a little bit of training mode yesterday and looked at a little bit of the combos and how they work. So I have a basic understanding of some of the tools. I would never say I'm proficient yet.
Well, but one practice day.
And now Tien's there, and Gohan's there.
Oh shit! Everyone just appeared.
And Yamcha.
Oh, you know why? Because they probably didn't want to animate individual.
Yeah.
This is probably like a single story mode cutscene that you get.
Yes.
Whereas it's like the other ones were based off of whoever you chose. I was about to say, look at Vegeta's just standing there. He's not even doing anything.
Yeah.
Now he is.
I did notice that when I was playing through story mode again on my PC, which I haven't surpassed where we're at here.
Yeah.
It does allow you to unlock different characters. Because I found that, I could have unlocked Majin Buu. Or instead of Yamcha. And if I screw around too long, Yamcha just disappears.
What?
Yeah, so I don't know if I can unlock him later or not. But I kind of moved around the map and did too many extra things. And then all of a sudden, all I had was me and Krillin. And eventually I unlocked Piccolo. Because it was a forced story part. But yeah, I haven't unlocked Tien or Yamcha, and at one point Majin Buu was one of the characters I could unlock, and I didn't unlock him. So
story mode does change based on
story mode, yeah, it does change based on what you, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit of a interesting take.
The Kais are like, thanks for the new ground vagina you put up into our planet, you dick.
I mean, they can fix it pretty easily.
Can they?
So yeah, the Kais are they're considered deities, and they create and there's
they're like lower deities, right?
Gods
comparatively now.
Yeah, but each god of destruction is accompanied by an angel, which is Whis.
This is Whis, okay, yeah.
Whis is an angelic thing, and his job is to follow God, and he's the one who keeps Beerus in line in a sense. He's almost I think he's more powerful.
I think so, right?
Than even Beerus.
Yeah.
Or maybe not more powerful, but he has tools in his disposal for quelling. Who's in charge of Whis is even puts Beerus quaking in his boots. Like I just met the character that is the equivalent to the most powerful being in the universe.
That's the two little kid twin thingies.
Yeah, he's like a little like circular kid. I mean, it's in complete Akira fashion, where it's just the most farcical thing you could think of.
He's like super simple, like three colors, and he's like a little chubby Kim Jong-un looking fuck.
Yeah, some people really hate.
Isn't there two of them in Super though? Aren't they like A and B or some shit?
I haven't gotten that far.
I have no idea.
I literally just met the character.
Okay. I skipped around through Super and what some of the cool cutscenes were trying to catch up, and I was like, this is all confusing the fuck out of me.
It's funny with Super, I was at one point very hesitant of going back. I really loved the way Z ended, and I really did not like what the path that GT did. I thought it did some interesting things with the idea of shadow dragons and the Black Star Balls being corrupted, but the way they handled deaths of certain characters did not sit right with me. For those of you that haven't watched GT, spoilers for the next 15 seconds. GT?
Okay.
Which is non-canon. So, they kill off Piccolo. Piccolo's stupid. Is like, I'm gonna stay on the Earth where I've always lived, and then it blows up. But they're gonna bring back Earth again, and then at some point, like, no, I'm gonna remain in hell. I deserve it. It's like, what the fuck? Why?
That does seem fucking stupid.
And then Krillin gets killed again. Can Krillin just catch a break? Can he just
50,000 Zenny? Jesus Christ!
Can he just catch a break?
Nope. Don't think so, sir.
Oh boy, we got the new arc unlocked, guys.
Yeah. How about next time we go to the enemy warrior arc? Yeah. Oh shit, these are people who are already dead and eaten, so maybe we have to go to hell or whatever.
Oh, maybe we do.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I was like, wait, how can it go any further than this? Oh, okay, I get it. She probably didn't really die, which is what we're going to find out at the Arc 3. And then
we get this.
We go to hell for some reason for these guys or whatever it is.
How well drawn that is, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it. Next time, guys, beep up boop. Oh, you know what? No, maybe we just get to play as the bad guys.
Oh,
and see the same arc that happened.
Super Warrior arc, Enemy Warrior arc, and then we get to fight
the final arc or whatever.
Maybe we get her arc where we fight as her and we get the full story.
Oh yeah, you know what?
That could be it.
That's probably what it is.
It's
probably all one timeline, and then we just go through.